Hey guys, welcome back to Brother Jay's Card Finds. My voice isn't perfect, but I think it's better than it was, so hopefully it'll be less annoying for you guys to have to listen to. Alright, this weekend, yesterday specifically, I went to two card shows and they were really close together. Really, whoever planned these shows, I don't think they were thinking too clearly, but the funny thing is, both of the shows did well, at least attendance-wise, it seemed. There was the normal airport Allentown show, and then there was a show at Bethlehem Catholic High School as a fundraiser for their baseball team, which was a neat thing. So I decided, since they were so close, I was definitely going to go to both, just so I could see how it was, you know what I mean? So I went to the one at the Catholic High School first in Bethlehem. I'd never actually been to Bethlehem. I guess I've been close because as close as the airport is, but I've actually never been in Bethlehem itself. So I got there. It was pretty good parking. Apparently, I had parked, I guess, in their secondary parking lot because their first parking lot was very full. But I got a real good spot in the secondary one, so I was pretty happy, actually, about that. Had to walk a lot in the building to get to the show. It was kind of, you had to go upstairs, then you had to go down. It was weird the way it was to find it from where it was. But I did find it, and I got in there, and the first thing I saw was a dealer that had some good, decent cards in his, some vintage stuff. Not all vintage, but in his display. And there was a card that caught my eye. I've been wanting a Reggie Jackson rookie card for quite a while now, but I wanted to get one that was affordable. And that's not always easy to do, but I think I did okay because it was a SCG2, and it looked so clean to me to be a 2. I mean, you would have thought you would have seen a crease or something like that. But I don't know. I feel like this is a really clean card for a 2. And the price, he had it priced at $130, which I thought was pretty nice. And he said he had some room on it, so of course I'm going to try to haggle a little bit. But I pretty much knew I wanted to buy the card. I didn't have that kind of money with me, so I did delve into my PayPal credit, but I should be able to pay that off in, 2 payments maybe. There's no interest. So here it is. All right. So it is 1969, Reggie Jackson. It's a 2. It's SCG. I think it looks really clean. The back looks good. I'm very happy to add it to my collection. So, he said, name a price. I said 110. He said, how about 115? I was like, 115's fine. I paid him via PayPal, and the card was mine. So there you go. So I'm very happy to add that. So I'm not always just buying cheap stuff. It's just most of the time. Anyway, I walked around. A lot of people had some interesting stuff. I guess the next guy I ran into, he had a lot of older stuff. He had some of these cards in these 9-page sheets. Now, I'm definitely going to take them out of the sheets. The sheets smell a little bit, I don't know, I don't want to say moldy, but maybe that is the correct word. But these are all, I got 3 sheets. 2 of them said 3, another one said 4. And they're all Bo Jackson cards. So I'm going to show you. I'll just go this way. And then you got the Bo Jackson Classics. And you got this, which I've never seen before. That's from a magazine. So that's the first page. Then you got this one here. It's very cool. I like that. Look at that. Yo, Bo. So, and then you got that one. The Toys R Us I already have. Couple star cards, probably part of a set. Here's an MVP, and some of these I think I may have, like these orange ones. I think I have them. And here we go. We got Post, American Sports Monthly. We got this one, which is weird. Bo Jackson White Sox. This is a base 93 Leaf. Another American Sports Monthly. This is a neat one. So then you got these. And the collectibles, which I already have. So, all right. So, 27 bow items for $10. I thought was a pretty good deal for me. A lot of it I don't have. Most of them I don't have, or I wouldn't have bought them. So, but yeah, so I was happy with that. The next guy I went to, oh no, he was at the other show. Okay, so there was, I believe, no, you know what? That might be it for the Bethlehem show. There was another gentleman that had 1970. I'm trying to put together a 1978 set. I don't even know that I have. I think I have less than half the cards for the set. So I guess I should still be thinking in terms of buying a, I don't know, another starter set to add with what I already have. The only thing when you do that, you might get a lot of duplicates. But I looked through his stuff. He had a lot of commons that I needed, but his initial price was he wanted 50 cents each, which is way too much for me to pay for commons. And he said if I bought a quantity, he'd go down to 25, but I don't know. I think even 25 cents is a lot for even 70s, but late 70s. I mean, unless it was something I needed to complete the set, like I was very close. But with the amount that I need, I just didn't feel like it was worth it. I started going through some of them, but then I put them back. He had them in order, so I did put them back. And I just explained to him that I just thought I needed too many to make it worth it at that price. So, I'm sure he wasn't happy, but anyway, after that, I decided to leave that show because I knew that the Allentown show had started. It started at 10, where the Bethlehem show started at 9. So I got there not too far after the show started in the Allentown area. So, at the Allentown Hotel. Now, excuse me, I'm getting a little tired, I guess. Sorry. At the Allentown airport show. So anyway, I go in there. My first thing is I don't see Darren anywhere. Darren's not in his normal spot. He's not there. So that was kind of disappointing. So I went to the very back where they had some people on the stage. First guy, there was 3 guys on the stage. 2 of the 3 appeared to have Pokemon. And then the third guy had baseball. And he had quarter boxes. So I was like, well, I'm going to start right here then. So he had the quarter boxes. He didn't have a lot of great stuff in the quarter box, but he did have a few that I wanted. Mainly what was in his quarter boxes was cards I needed for my 2007 top set that I'm trying to put back together. So these were quarters. So Dontrell Willis, which I don't think I have. This would be for my rookie box. Donovan Osborne, I know he's not a great player, but if you look at the stats, I don't know if it's focusing at all or not. Yeah. There's no Major League time on there, so that should be a rookie. We got the Griffey and the Bonds. Okay. We got a 2006 team leaders for Oakland, which includes Frank Thomas and Zito. So I got that from my Frank Thomas. And then I think the rest of these are all 2007s. So we got Melky Cabrera, Mike Mussina, Curtis Granderson, Classic Combos, Ugla and Hanley Ramirez, Kenny Lofton. I'm not sure if I needed that one or not. I might have just wanted it. Jim Tomei, Chicago, Classic Combo, Rowand and Rollins, and Craig Biggio. So I'll have to go through and see how many of those I bought for my set and how many of them I bought just to have in my player boxes. So he also had a bunch of what he called jumbos. And this was in with the jumbos. As you can see, it's Darryl Strawberry rookie. And it's a large size. Different number because it's part of the jumbo set they did. But I thought that was neat. I'm going to see if I have a top loader to put that in. He then had... he had some dollar cards. He had $2 cards. The only thing I saw that I bought was this was in the dollar cards. I do see there's a little divot above his head. But for $1, that's not too bad. I'll add it to my long list of bow rookies. And then after that, I was kind of lost because, like I said, Darren wasn't there. So I Went over by this other gentleman that's usually there. He told me he had some good dollar card stuff, but if I bought a bunch, he'd give it to me for 50 cents. Even at 50 cents, I wasn't thrilled with what he had, but I put a bunch of them back because I didn't feel like it was going to get me to 50 cents. And I told him, I said, here, I got two. You know, I'll pay $1 each for these. And he said, nah, just take them for two. Take two of them. Take the two of them. So he gave them to me for free. So this is a 1983 Topps traded Von Hayes. This is his first card as a Philly. So this was when he was traded to the Phillies. And this I need for my 2005 Upper Deck Reflections. This is one of the SP with the legendary reflections. This is Bobby Doer, I believe you say it. I'm not sure. But that's part of that set, so I needed that for that set. And they were free because he was nice enough to give them to me. I wanted to go back and look through his $2 boxes because he said those were really good. But there was constantly somebody in them. So I found the next guy across the aisle who had a bunch of really good dollar boxes. And unfortunately, one of the people there that are regulars that I know had already been through all of them. So he probably picked a bunch of stuff that maybe I would have wanted. But I still did fine. I believe I got some good deals for $1. I actually came up with 21 cards. He gave them to me for 20, which is good because the one card I got for $1, unfortunately to me, is not worth $1. Maybe it's actually worth $1, but I'm just regretting that I bought it because it's basically a reprint. So we'll go through. All right, we got two of these. These are 2007 Derek Jeters. Now, the thing about these that I like is if you notice, there's no Mickey Mantle or George Bush. These are the corrected versions. And I believe the corrected versions are harder to find than the ones that, I mean, maybe the ones that have Mantle and Bush are worth more because they're in it. But these are harder to come by. So I needed one for my set, and I'm going to put one with the Arrow ones that I have. Here is let me see, Daisuke Matsuzaka. This is is that kanji? This must be his name in the kanji. So I think I need that for my set. Here is a Kerrywood relic from Gowdy. As you see, he's got a uniform relic there. Remember, keep in mind, these are all $1. I believe this is probably, yeah, this is 92, so it's not his roller fee, but it's Kenny Lofton. I thought it was a neat card. I didn't mind that for $1. Frank Thomas, this is his update card. It is off-center, which is probably why it was $1, but I'll still take it for $1. Here's a 2009 Ken Griffey Jr. with the White Sox. Here is a Frank Thomas Black Diamond. Looking very nice. Excuse me. Here's another one that's off-center, but that's the only thing that's wrong with it. Got a Wade Boggs rookie for $1. It's off-center, but other than that, it's a good card. There's a Jim Cott. All the older ones I took out and made sure there weren't any defects that I wasn't happy with. So this was a pretty clean Jim Cott. It's not really in there that great. I had to resituate. I'm going to take they all have these team set envelopes on them. I'm taking those off and get rid of those. That's a 73 Jim Cott. Here's a 1960 Jimmy Pearsall in very nice condition. So that was $1. Here's a Frank Thomas hologram. I don't know if this is supposed to be Denny's or anything like that, but I don't see any mention of Denny's, so I'm going to guess no. But it's a Frank Thomas hologram. 79 Eddie Murray, his first card by himself, and it's actually centered not too bad. I mean, top to bottom is off, but sides are pretty even. So 1965 Johnny Callison, just local hero here in Philly. He was a good player. Here's a Clayton Kershaw from early in his career. This is 2012. I believe it's an archive. So I'm not sure when they started doing archives, but this appears to be one of those. Here is a Lance McCullers first Bowman Chrome from when he was on the USA team. So here is a Mark Teixeira Old Judge Materials 2005 Origins Baseball. It's not a rookie or anything like that, but it's neat. Now here's the one that I was disappointed in. I don't know. I saw this and I thought it was a Gold Cup Mike Trout real card, but then you flip it over and it's this junk. I mean, I'll probably keep it, but this one here was a mystery to me. I've never seen a card like this. And the back is blank. So I'm thinking it must be like a box bottom card or something. It was a home run leaders card. But yeah, no number on it. There's a Michael Jordan from the 1-on-1. 1984. Autumn, it says. Don't believe I have that. And then lastly is this Toby Borland from the Leaf Signature Series. Obviously, it's autographed. I always like those. I will always take those for $1. Those are neat. So, okay. That's it. So, I had a real good time, actually, at both the shows. Like I said, it would have been nice if Darren would have been there, but he wasn't. So, you know, I don't know what else I might have gotten. But, all right. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for watching, and take care.